All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for another video. And in today's video, I wanted to make a follow-up video talking about the Cobreau Trailcat seats here. Kind of just go over everything. I've had a couple days to be able to kind of test them out, see how they do, see what I like about them, what I don't like about them. If you haven't checked out the first video, it is the video that I just uploaded. I'll probably just put a link in the description below so you guys can go ahead and check that out. So coming from the passenger side right here. As we are able to keep these seats as clean as possible currently right now. Eventually they will get dirty, which this is the thing that I do like. These being actually, they are leather. They're pretty easy to clean. I don't know how it will be in the summertime. I'm sure I will experience that summer heat of having leather seats. Still do have the rear seats are cloth, so that's going to stay like that. I may, if it's on sale or something, I know like Carhartt has a whole rear cover seat that's black. I might put that there to kind of just contrast the color. It's definitely winning today, but that's really not on my priority list. So if it's there, I might get it if it's on sale. So not really looking to spend any money where I don't have to. To me, it looks just fine because you have all the colored accents of the the HVAC control, the vents here. You have the mirror, you have the aux beam. Where all that, the steering wheel is kind of just a two-tone going. It is like the black contrast with that and the shifter and all that. I think it just flows perfectly fine, so I'm not really worried about that. So getting in and out of these seats, very, very easy. Of course, I'm a person that worries about over time, kind of just getting out of the seat. Am I gonna make this to where it starts to get scuffed up and starts to show wear and all that? I don't think so. I think kind of just the vinyl here, since it is like a different, I guess I want to call it like a two-tone texture, because this is smooth, this is a little bit rough, but like I said in the first video, I really didn't care for it as much, but after I've seen it a couple days, I actually do like it. I think it gives a little bit more of character to the seat, but if I had to still choose, I would still choose obviously this look over this. But I did like that I chose to keep it all black because I didn't want a two-tone. Like, even if they did have a gray, I didn't want to do that. So my biggest worry is I actually still have to see if they have the seatbelt cushion covers, or whatever you want to call them, the lap belt. So that way when you have the seatbelt and then it retracts and you pull and retract, it doesn't start rubbing right here and get scuffed up and start to show wear there. That's my biggest fear, and that I've seen that happen with the Mustang. So you got your typical cover here. Honestly, it's kind of cheap plastic, honestly, for as much as these seats were. I thought it'd be a little stronger, but it is what it is, or at least not strong, but look as cheap, I guess. But it is what it is. It is reclinable, so you can go all the way back. If you're on the fence about these, don't know anything about the seats, a lot of Cobreau seats have that option. Actually, a lot of aftermarket seats do. To me, that's just, they could improve on kind of just how that looks. You're spending $1,000 or so on seats. So these are the seat rails. As you can see, this was the factory hardware that came with it, or I guess the hardware that came with the Cobreau seats, bolted right in, no problem whatsoever. So you didn't have to go measuring, cutting, trying to drill. That's the biggest fear that I've always had with seat brackets, and just kind of how they sit with these. You got the manual slider right there, so there you go. Works flawlessly, really nice. And I talked about in the first video, this has the lumbar support right here. This little post where you can see actually probably, and then little release right there. So some people might not like that. They might think it's, I guess, cheap or it's stupid to have. The option is not really that expensive. I think it's like $100 extra or so to have that installed with these seats. So I just went ahead and did it on both seats. So let's come around to the driver's side. And if you've been following this build, it's definitely come a long way within 2 years. I remember when this thing was all factory. So factory seat, same thing, manual slider, fit just in place. Cobreau, you got your accent right here, you got your name, you can put your 5-point harness right here. The biggest thing that I do like are the seat heaters right here. So they're mounted very cleanly. I do need to clean the car, obviously, but this is a single, I guess if you want to call it, level 1 for heat and level 2. Level 2, I will tell you, gets very hot. So it's it's a lot hotter than like factory cars, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Their seat warmer. So yeah, I've been able to ride around. Not that it's like really winter time, but I've been able to ride around with just those on, no heat blasting. So the stitching is very nice. I do like that. I like the logo accent back here, so the rear passengers know that you spent money on seats, even though they're probably not going to even know what that even means. That's, I guess, Cobreau's logo. So yeah, I mean, just a plain, basically, you know, nothing special, no carbon fiber look or anything like that from behind, but still looks very, very clean. Less is more for me. That's what I like. So while I was there, again, shout out to Car Toys for taking care of everything. They were able to fix these grill lights finally. I got them from 4R Customs. I've had a couple of people ask where I got the grill. You can order it without the lights or with the lights. I ordered it with the lights. You also get the Tuckma badge here, or I guess the Tacoma badge, but a lot of 4Runners have that as well. Different colors, variations. I think you can get these actually as little mountains as well. And they do actually have a grill where it just lights up Toyota right here. Not a big fan of that. That's not me, but I wanted it to look simple like this. Makes it, kind of gives it that front end look as a 5th or 6th gen Toyota, I guess. So going back to the seats, overall, very, very happy. I would definitely probably give these 10 out of 10. I wish I was sponsored by them to tell you, that's why I'm giving it 10 out of 10. But yeah, it's overall, the seats are just they're much better than the factory seats. The factory seats are over 20 years old. They've been worn in. When I took the covers off, they looked, pretty good. It's not like there had actually any rips or anything. Just around here, you could tell, starting to show a little wear, obviously after the year. So the Toyota stuff does hold up. Whoever had it before me, I know who did, but the person that had it before her, they definitely took care of it. And that's the whole reason that I wanted to just dress this thing up as much as possible. Give it a kind of different, but a little bit of a futuristic look, I guess, with the updated stuff like that, the mirror and all that. To make this thing look clean as possible, just to kind of keep it going. You don't really see, in my area, you see a lot of 3rd gens, but not clean like this. You'll see a 3rd gen, somebody just uses it for daily driving, or, if they're using it to haul paint or something, I don't know. I've seen a few questionable ones that I'm like, I don't know why they did that to that one. Makes me a little sad, but I like where I've started and how far I've come with this thing. So I can't wait to supercharge it. Someone put in the comments last video about that. Yeah, that's on the chopping block for next. So everything takes money and time for sure. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I just wanted to give you a little lowdown in my updated review, basically, on this. Very easy to install, except for the wiring. I didn't really, want to mess with that, so that's why I had Car Toys do it. They're out here in Richmond if you need any work. They do a lot of stuff on a lot of the vehicles that I have. Again, Cobreau seats. They fit perfect. They're not going anywhere, so I promise you they are completely safe. And a lot of different options. So if you're looking for something that's, a little more comfortable and not, sporty feel entirely, but still hugs you and holds you, this is the seat to go. So there you go, guys. Universal seats. So I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.